Hello, Stowe community. Welcome to, well, this isn't a tutorial, this is more of a tour of an art asset that I made. I call it Klingon Dive Bar. It's something that I spent probably 10 to 12 hours just messing around with the Foundry and putting in a table, exiting out of the editor into the playtest mode, back and forth to put cups on the table and all that. So it was a lot of work on my part, but I did it because I want to be able to share it with you. So, well, we know that we don't have a good import export tool, something that we could build stuff in the Foundry, save it, and share with each other. But what we can do, and I hope this is something that will catch on until we do have a tool, is we can build stuff like sets, like a Klingon dive bar. And just a quick tour of the dive bar. We can build it and then we can share the coordinates with each other. So I built this Klingon dive bar and I posted it to the wiki asset sharing section, which is here. So there's a list of every item in the bar. It's X position, its Y position, its Z position, rotation value, etc. And there are about, I'd say, maybe 60 items here. Maybe not that many. But that means that if you want to recreate the set that I've made here, you can go into the Foundry and Alt-Tab between the Foundry and my list and copy and paste the items, the values, the X, Y, and Z, and the rotation coordinates. You can do it that way. It's still time consuming. It's going to require a lot of work on your part, but considering that it took me about 12 hours to make this set, it might take you 20 to 25 minutes to recreate it by copying and pasting all the details. So let me give you a quick walkthrough. First thing I did, and this is a room in a generic Klingon ship. And the first thing I did was plug up one of the corridors with a wall, and I put in a door and a banner. Then I put in the fire pits, followed by some barrels of blood wine, a cup on top of the blood wine, a table with cups and a few pieces of trash, then 6 chairs, all, or five, no, 6 chairs, no, 5 chairs. 5 chairs all strategically surrounding the table. Then I put in my attempt at a hollow suite because it's a CD Klingon dive bar, so there's got to be a hollow suite. So I put in a few props to make this hollow suite door. I put in a console so you could either interact with the door or you could interact with the console. I also put in a platform here in the corner with a cage and a few things inside the cage. So you could put a prisoner of war there, or an Orion slave girl, or something in the cage that might fit in a Klingon dive bar. More tables, more chairs, more cups, more trash, then a stage, and the backdrop for a stage. I really thought about putting a pole here, but I couldn't really find a good pole to use, and I'll let you decide whether or not you want to have a pole on the stage, and I'll leave it at that. There's a Dabo table, a bar, more blood wine, more bar stools, and another Dabo table. So there you go. There is my Klingon dive bar. It's not a perfect prop, but it's, I think, a pretty neat prop and can serve your purposes as the inside of a building or the inside of a specific space station, etc. So that's the prop. That's the first asset I've made. If you want to recreate this, again, go to the wiki asset sharing section, and you can find this by going to the side panel and clicking UGC database. And one of the options you'll get for the UGC database is asset sharing. I've made the dive bar. Dave has also made a Commander Martin. So one of the things we're experimenting with is sharing NPCs or sharing costumes, maybe sharing props. So my dive bar was kind of a map, but maybe you just want to share a prop that you've made, or you combined different assets in a unique way. You can post it, and other people can recreate it based on copying and pasting the X, Y, and Z values. Here I'll show you Commander Martin real quick. There's Commander Martin, made by Dave. He gives you the allegiance, the species, the gender, the stance, all the head types, the values, and even the colors that he used. So if you want to create an NPC that you hope makes its way into a different author's Foundry map or Foundry mission, you can do that and post all the values. Okay, I hope this takes off. It would be much easier if we had a good import export tool, but we don't. So this is the next best thing. All right, thanks for watching.